Welcome. I'm Xenodactyl. Oh, still open. Anyway, this is the VTL Week 4, Week 6, depending on how you want to count. We will be starting off on Kairos Junction. It will be a ZVP from the looks of it. Yeah. Okay. Let's get this on the road, underway, whatever. Get going, get rolling. all the statements of forward progress. Oh, no! Okay. Excellent, excellent. Alrighty. This is a best of 7 and spawning in the bottom right as the pink Zerg representing AlpX. It is Hydro. And to the top left as the red Protoss for TGosuB. It is Blitz. So, where was I going with all this? Well, okay. You stay until you're eliminated. This is a Pylon Scout versus... I think that's a 12 pool. So, drone pool going to deny the scout of the pool. That's a nice move. I like it. So Blitz doesn't have recognition of the pool timing and is probably going to go for his no, he's actually going to start walling first. He is he's very suspicious that this is a fast pool and is going to play accordingly. So he's gonna get that wall up, and that zealot is being chronoed out. There are 6lings on the way, and behind this there is a hatch and a gas going down for Hydro. Hydro has yet to take an expansion. Or Blitz has yet to take an expansion, I mean to say. And the Lings are going to engage on the Zealots. They could have gotten in, but not going to today. And the Zealot will be enough The Adept is not yet out, so the Zealot, Zerglings could poke a little bit more, but all in all, the expansion for Blitz is only now starting at the 250 mark. These first two Adepts, however, could go across the map and be very annoying for Hydral, as he only has 2 Lings. So once the second Adept pops, if they want to shade out and get some counter-aggression done, that could go well for Blitz. He's going to get a Twilight Council. This could be Charge or Glaives, like a aggressive response to the fastlings. Speed is now starting for Hydral, and he's almost gotten full saturation of both his bases. Not quite, but oh, I didn't do the overlay. I am paying the best of attention. Okay. Well, this is where we're at. At least you guys were able to see most of that on the little screen. Sorry, dudes. I was paying close attention to the stream, clearly. We're gonna see a robo facility. We're not seeing 6 gateways or anything like that just yet, so oh, actually it's gonna be DT play, so I imagine he's gonna want to get a prism and 2 more gateways and try to take a third at some point. Back on the Zerg side of things, we do have that defensive Roach Warren as well as the lair starting up. The third is almost complete. There is an Overlord, it's just scouting. It does see the Dark Shrine, so that is critical information that will allow him to get the Spore Crawlers or Overseers, whatever form of detection he is gonna use to stop the DTs, if not both. Ashley is cancelled for Blitz upon being scouted, like a true Protoss mind gamer. Gonna change directions, and Charge is being chronoed instead. So, gonna have Gateway Explosion, getting up to 6 gateways, so this isn't like super all-in, but it's pretty committed. It will have to get some purchase done while Blitz takes his third base, should he go for it. Unless he's gonna get 2 more gateways. Yes, no, maybe so. That's 3 sentries. It's kind of... This is feeling more like a Mortal Sentry push than it is like a charge lot. All in. I'm not sure Blitz knows what he wants to do. Okay, now he's going to get that 6th and 7th gateway. We are a considerable distance into this game, so... okay, 2 Adepts are going to get into the natural. They can get some drone kills. There's a couple going down already. And the Roach Ravager Ling Force is going to come back in and clean this up. Yes? Okay, yeah. The Adepts will not get away. Hydras will be entering the field soon-ish for our being queued as we speak. 2 Immortals are out, a War Prism, another Immortal is underway. These 7th and 8th gateways are just now completing, so we should see a push coming out of Blitz now. This is gonna be... oh, where's the rest of your army? I guess actually he's gonna just drop the first 2 Immortals and then recall this Prism for his next push. And he's gonna try and take a third. Okay. Queen is doing a good job defending this would-be immortal drop. And the Prism is just going to fly away. Wings covering the underside. That's not enough Hydras, fortunately, for Blitz. Hydra will not snipe that Prism, at least for now. He might get it later. It is flying into the main, and technically if he had his Hydras here and like the rest of his army pursued this, then there's a scenario, but he's just pulling his whole army. So that won't be happening. Alright, Prism is gonna go home, and the rest of the Immortal Stalker Sentry force is in the waiting for this oncoming attack. Now Prism does see this. It's going to think about defending, trying to figure out how to do so. Couple vials going down on that Zealot. A little bit of Prism micro. Not going to be of terrible consequence. One force field goes down in the wall, and there are a lot of Immortals here. I don't entirely know if he should be fighting this. The charge slots are getting out. This is getting a little bit messy for Hydral. With the charge slots and some decent force fields, Blitz is going to take a favorable trade. He should not come down this ramp, I don't think. That is possibly an overextension. He does retreat in the nick of time. There are no Zerglings to catch this retreating force. So the Roach Ravager Hydra composition will not capitalize on what could have been an overextension, as there's nothing to actually catch them. And they're actually going to push back onto the high ground. Gonna pick off this gateway, and the Protoss force is kind of caught on the wrong side of this ramp. Zealots aren't really able to close the distance on this just yet, as they're trapped behind the bulk of the Protoss force. Couple Protoss units donating their lives to the Hydral cause. And with the Roach force coming in, I don't believe Blitz can hold. It's gonna take a considerable... Those are some nice vials, actually. Oh wow. Hydral is really on top of this game. And he's gonna move into the third. Not really targeting anything just yet. Just kind of letting his army shoot whatever. They will get the third, as there's nothing to defend it. The drones run away, or the probes run away, and they're just gonna be picked off by reinforcements. And I mean, this is pretty much over. Blitz just hasn't quite found the GG button. Does he have any comeback mechanics in this? No, I don't believe so. I think there is just too much Zerg. Alright, loses the Prism. That could have been a comeback mechanic, actually. In some senses, a Prism can... Prisms and... It's not a disruptor. It's not a disruptor. Don't get me wrong. A Prism is not a disruptor. But, I have seen games where Prisms are a little bit too much. But now Blitz is going to tap out, and Hydra will take the first game of the series. Yes, Dust. I did get the overlay eventually. Oh man. Alright, so they'll be sending out their next player, and their next player will take the first, will have the map pick for game 2. So Hydral will be moving on to the next person. Whoever that may be. I do not know. Yeah, there is actually a 1 minute delay, so it was kind of funny. Is like, oh, I forgot to like. It was a good 4 minutes into the game, I think, before I realized, oh, I have the wrong overlay. That is a problem. That is indeed a problem. Alright. Where are we? I'm gonna see, the next player is called Pure Voltage, I believe. Let's say, Well, he has 19 games. It's Protoss, okay. It just wasn't loading correctly. Oh, there it goes. New Repugnancy is gonna be the map, and this is a Protoss player. And I'm casting by myself. There is a certain irony to this. I need like I just like How do I explain New Repugnancy? Has anyone seen Parting versus SOS? GSL? Anyone? Anyone? Okay. I will wait until we are actually in game and once we have 16 probes on the map before I actually say anything, because otherwise I would just be babbling about funny things about this map. I do like this map, and for those of you that know me, you know what that means if I like a map. Okay, we're gonna get into this game on New Repugnancy. It is a PVZ. There is indeed a Protoss. It's okay, Intuo. I am good. You should just watch the games, and that way you're what's the word I'm looking for? Oopsies. That's not the score. In the best state of mind for playing laters. Alrighty. Spawning in the upper right as the pink Zerg. Representing AlpX, it is Hydro. And to the bottom left as the blue Protoss. Representing TGosuB, it is Pure Voltage. I did do the overlay, right? Yes, I did. Okay. We're gonna have a gateway, so and hatch first. So everything is perfectly normal this game. Nothing for Xeno to get all excited about. Nothing. No cheeses. No. Well, at least not yet. Technically, you could just drop a gateway and a cybernetics core and another gateway, a pylon and another gateway. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna have a fake cannon rush. Not too much of a reaction coming out of Hydro. He's gonna pull 2 more drones. Okay. He's read this situation pretty alright. We're actually gonna see a cyber before the expansion for Pure Voltage. And, okay. Hmm. Come on, follow. Why are you not following? Oh, I have the wrong keys selected. No! Okay. Caster problems. Okay, he does take care of the probe, and his drone will survive. Hydro winning the early game stage of the game with the faster expansion, no delays. This wall is... is that... Okay, that is in fact a gap there. I think. I believe. I hope and pray for pure voltage's sake. Yeah. Robo gonna be the tech of choice for our blue Protoss. Sniper wants this map banned. Oh my. We're gonna get a third for Hydro. Little bit late for how this game has played out, but it is acceptable. And 2 Adepts are going to come in. They're gonna try and offset the poor opener from Pure Voltage and get some drone kills, hopefully. We have a little bit of a drone hiccup there. Adepts are going to shade into the natural. Queens are going to match them step for step. They cannot complete this shade, as there are queens at all these pathways, and they will in fact cancel. There are a handful of lings about to pop, and they should be able to chase these Adepts away, if not kill them actually. Well, Hydro has not decided to engage the Adepts. There they go. They will get this around, and the Adepts will die. Nothing too surprising there. We're gonna get the looks of an Archon drop. Prism is starting up. There is an Immortal out. There is 4 gateways too, so this is very reminiscent of an Archon drop, minus the Stargate. And the Stalker is trying to kill this Overseer, which it doesn't do, and the Overseer is randomly picked up a probe and dropped it somewhere so that it can just sit idly in the main instead of idly sitting by the gateways. Sorry. I just find certain things humorous. Probably a misclick. Prism is going out, and Warp Tech is done, so we should see some High Templar being warped in. And there they are. They're gonna morph straight away into Archons and start a drop-in momentarily. He's only seen lings this far, but we do know that there are roaches, if we've been watching our production tab. A couple queens here. Getting some decent damage. Gonna pick up and mosey on away. Not what I needed. Didn't actually get much purchase, actually. Only 2 lings and a queen. So, good defense for Hydro, actually. There is, however, well, it's actually only 5 sentries. I thought there were like 8 or 10 in there for a second. Charge is underway. Pure Voltage is... I think he wants... Okay, he's gonna try and take a third while he pushes out. But he's about to get surrounded by all these lings. Oh my. Good force fields though. Gonna stop the retreat potential for the Zerg. So Hydro is gonna turn around and fight. He's gotten a nice surround. But there are Immortals in this composition, and Immortals do very well against Roaches and Ravagers. The Lings did get cleaned up, and so all that are left are these 3 Ravagers, or 4 Ravagers in fact. They're trying to bile down and escape, but that's not going to happen. Pure Voltage does clean pretty much all of this up. And there are 2 Immortals left in all this, and they're gonna try to get some damage. Another Warpin is going down 6 sentries to replenish the... Okay, so one good thing about that fight, even though he lost a lot, Hydro did kill most of the sentries, minus this one. So the force fields are not going to be as plentiful. Vials need to connect with the force fields in order to break up the Protoss zoning. Instead, they are trying to target the army, which is capable of dodging. So this fight is going very much in favor of Pure Voltage. The Vials didn't really get done what they needed, and the hatchery will fall. There we go. Nice pickup. Saves the 2 Immortals. One did fall somewhere in there. I'm not entirely sure where. But 2 Immortals do get out, and the 3rd has been sniped. So, at this present juncture, Pure Voltage is in a decent position, actually. He has Blink on the way. That's going to be his defense against Mutas. And I don't believe he has Storm. Does he have Storm? I don't remember how to check. Okay. Hydro is gonna double expand. And Pure Voltage has this Prism in phase mode, but okay. There are 2 Zealots, rather. He doesn't have a Dark Shrine, whatever I'm talking about. Lings are gonna be enough to clean this up. Never mind the rest of the Roach Ravager force. And we're gonna go back to Archon drops. I think Hydro knows this. Oh, just kidding. I thought he was coming up here for the Prism, but which is like something you can kind of infer. He's not in position for this. He's trying to counterattack with okay. He's gonna come back and defend it now, but he already lost 4 drones, and counterattack may have been nice. Archons are getting a couple more drone kills. This is some really nice Prism micro from Pure Voltage. Like, it could be better, but it's not bad. It's not bad. He hasn't taken any hull damage on this Prism. It's largely what it comes down to, right? He's lost some shields here and there. He's fine. That will regen. Armies are gonna clash in the middle of the map again, and Zealot's gonna clear the Lings pretty effectively. And Vile gonna go down, not getting much purchase. There are no sentries in this army. Pure Voltage is gonna go home. He's scared. He has every right to be scared. He has no sentries. Where is his Prism? There is his Prism. Trying to pull back the Zerg army with his Prism. But the Zerg is at his doorstep. Okay, the Zerg will respect the Prism. And this Archon will fall. saves the other one. Okay. Force field goes down. Doesn't really trap anything. Mostly just, well, actually, I don't think it does anything whatsoever. I mean, I guess you could say it affected the pathing of the army. Okay, those are some nicer force fields. They are going to bottleneck a lot of this, and in fact, scrap about a third of the Roach Hydra force. Not quite. Fourth. Let's say a fourth. And gonna try and cut through these rocks now. Open up a different attack path. So that he can find a more direct route. This Roach Hydra force is getting kinda small. I don't know if you want to be out here, Hydra. No, don't think so. He's gonna find a different angle his roaches are making, but there are a lot of stalkers here. He could get the prism though. If he... No, he doesn't have the means. Just kidding. I was gonna say if he had Biles or Hydras, but they all died. Force fields are good, Immortals are good. Prism has been moved to a safer location. This third, fourth, I don't know what base this is. This is third, I think. Oh, nice blink. And Hydra will tap out. GG, score is now 1-1. Pure Voltage taking the second game. Alrighty, let's find Quark. Quark! Let's see, we started on Kairos Junction. Okay. It is Quark's map pick. And we should be, okay, it's gonna be a PvP on Automaton. I believe. Yes, okay. Alrighty. Does it read as Quark or House Quark? I'll have to check when we get in game. Because we're friends, so then the Discord, or the thing. Alrighty. We will be underway momentarily. I think they're just checking races, checking their other needs, making sure they're all comfy, good to go, hydrated, all those things. Have their beverages, their Ractogenos and Synthohalls, all those necessary things in life. Alrighty. Looks like Quark is ready, and Pure Voltage is ready. And the other team is almost ready. They are making an adjustment to their stream, I believe. Okay. Automaton, PvP. Alright. Oh, did I post the stream link in the... It didn't. There we go. Okay. Automaton. PvP. Spawning in the bottom left as the red Tal'Darim Protoss. Taking the second game to tie up this series, it is TGosuB's Pure Voltage. And in the 2 o'clock position, representing AlpX, it is the barkeeper. It is Quark. Okay. So, quick gas coming off for Pure Voltage. Was a gate gate for Pure Voltage? I think Pure Voltage wanted to gas steal, and he delayed his gases to take both gases, and so now his gases are late. So I think he was trying to go for a double gas steal, which I'm a fan of trying for 1, not a fan of trying for 2. At least on a map like this, where the 2 geysers are together. Oh, I didn't do the score. If the gases are apart, it's not even worth trying. Anyway. So, oh, this is pretty bad for Pure Voltage, actually. His cybernetics core is starting moments before Quark's finishes. So that's going to be a sizable difference in production. These 2 stalkers are already underway, and oh, nice block. Quark has just thrown a spanner in the works of Pure Voltage. And we're gonna get the proxy Stargate coming out of Pure Voltage, so that could definitely bring him back into this game from his what would be deficit. Robo is going to be the tech of choice for Quark. Quark will need to drop a shield battery in his mineral line in the next 30 seconds, I would say. And then he should be golden. I don't know if he will, but that's what he will need to do. His pylon is in position for that inevitability. He has not saturated his gases fully, even though he is oversaturated on his main mineral line, so that is something that should be done. I'm gonna get a shield battery at the front, but that's not where the attack is going to be coming from. The main mineral line is going to be the threat, or under threat, as the Oracle will be out soon. That shield battery is not in the correct location for this, and oh wow. Most unfortunate spawn location. Pure Voltage has not gotten an expansion up, and he's still dealing with his pylon. He made a deaths, which are not going to kill this in any timely fashion. Stalkers are going to come over and finish this off. Oracle is going to run into the main, and it will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 probes, at least 6, 7 more, 8. Can I get a 9? No, 10. Okay. This is too much damage. We have 11 probe kills. Finally now going to get that shield battery in response, but the damage is done. The Oracle has paid for itself, the Proxy has paid for itself. 2 Oracles are actually out now, and a Phoenix. So, Observer is... I don't know what this Observer was looking for. I wanted it to go a little bit farther, like, I didn't check this pocket. It didn't check for a Proxy. It just kind of went like, are you nearby still? Oh, I guess I should go out and scout. Oh well. So Korg is going to be on the back foot for a good portion of this. And he's going to get the scout. His Observer is here. He does see 3 gateways, which represents a lot of tempo for Pure Voltage. The Oracle is going to come back in and not find any purchase. We'll get the Revelation, which is nice. I feel like there should be another Oracle, though. Where is the other Oracle? Oh, it is there. On the opposing side. He split his Oracles. Why did you do that? Huh. Interesting. Okay. Anyway. Observer is just gonna chill in the main. Natural is complete, and Pure Voltage has a 5 worker lead. So tech, I think, is pretty... Oh my. Oh my. Okay. So Pure Voltage wants to play, and he's brought a lot of toys to this party. He's gotten 5 Phoenixes. They can lift up all the... pretty much all the units. I was gonna say all the tech units, but no! There's enough Phoenixes to lift everything! Cork is dead. He will not be rescuing Gurka today. And Pure Voltage will advance to the 3rd game. Oh, the title? Oh, it's not week 7, it's week 6. I'll fix it later. I mean, this is alpha. Everything else is the same. Where is if I were? Okay, there you are. Suggest a party. Alrighty. So it looks like year 0 will be our next map. Oh, you didn't refresh from contenders. Okay, well then yes. It will definitely be the wrong title that way. This is week 6, right? Am I losing my marbles? No, it does say week 6. Okay. Alright. We should get a PvP on. There it is. Year 0. Here we go. I think Soup is going to be playing Protoss. I think. The issue is, like, some of these players, they have, oh. Okay. If they're cool with it, I don't care. PvP, year 0. Alrighty. Oh, I have the overlay on that one. I don't know. Okay. Spawning in the upper left as the blue Protoss. Might I even say dark blue, because we have the Tal'Darim skin. It is... If I were asleep. And... in the top right-hand corner of the map as the red Protoss, also sporting the Tal'Darim skins, it is TGosuB's Pure Voltage. What was that? Okay. Computer. Not playing nice. Okay. Probe's gonna interact in the middle of the map. If I were Soup, has sent out a nice and early probe. And it could get some gas steals with how that... Okay. There be one gas steal. And there be another gas steal. Okay, well, there's a certain irony to this game. There is a certain irony. We're gonna get a Forge coming out of Pure Voltage. This is a curious response. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oopsies. There we go. I can't say I'm a fan. Forge is nice. I love Forges. I cannot explain how much a Forge makes me happy, but not in this situation. You have a cybernetics core that you're never going to be able to use because cybernetics core requires gas. Anything you do with a cybernetics core requires gas. You have a Forge that's here. You trapped your probe. it's not going to be able to get anything done. You have this one probe that's going to try and set up cannons from the low ground. And, I mean, I guess it might find something, but the Adepts should see this, right? Right? Adepts! Adepts! No! There we go. Okay. Kill the probe. Okay, now you can get the pylon. You can get the pylon. Okay. You can do that too. There's no high ground vision. There is gonna be this probe. It can grant high ground vision for a moment. It's gonna try, but the probe is... No. Okay. This is not happening. I'm sorry. There is no way this happens. It just doesn't. Okay. Stalker is out. That will also secure an easy defense. Finally, with the Zealot, Pure Voltage is going to clear one gas. I guess the good thing about this, if you can call it a good thing, is that this is delaying the natural for If I Were a Soup, but I mean, does it matter? I don't think If I Were a Soup wants a natural if he has to defend a 4-gate. We still don't have Warp Tech. Why are we getting a 4-gate? I don't know. Don't ask me to explain this game to you. I am just going to tell you what happens. Adepts are here. They can shade into the main. There's nothing there. The Oracle is going to spell certain doom for these. Okay, there are 3 cannons, so technically the probes can hide. You know, I want to see these Adepts shade into the mineral line, and the Oracle should have targeted down the Zealot, and then, okay, well, that works. Not as clean, but it will get a lot of drone kills. And, there is an expansion going down for If I Were a Soup. And, I mean, in the words of Todd, look at this flag. And, that's about all I have to say on this game. We're down to 10 workers for Pure Voltage. 10 workers. We have less probes than we started this game with. Oh, and one more thing. One of those probes is not mining. There is an Oracle. It will be unchallenged for pretty much the entirety of this game, as gas has been a scarce commodity. Warp Tech only now starting. And, yeah. Okay. There be the GG. Pure Voltage realized the state of the game, and, yeah, really unfortunate way to go out. He had a good start to this run, but just really, like, live by the gas steel, die by the gas steel, I suppose. Looks like it's gonna be their next player coming out. We are now solidly into the diamonds. Yeah. Trying to defend Adepts or Oracles without gas is just not a situation you want to be in. So, really not a whole lot he could do from there. Like, you can afford to... I feel like if you lose one gas, it's playable. If you lose both gases, as much as I don't feel like it's something you should be able... that like, it just shouldn't happen. But, like, if it happens to a Protoss player, all you have are Zealots. Oh. Apparently his daughter turned off the computer. We could resume from replay. Cyberforce will be the next. Some of the text chat is a little bit people being silly. What the? What is Puck doing here? I mean, I'm not gonna complain, but okay. I don't know. Anyway. Gonna have a PVT from the looks of it on I don't know what's transpired. I guess it's 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Cyberforest PVT. Alrighty. Spawning in the upper left as the teal Terran representing Team Gosu. It is... oh my. I am not sure how I'm gonna pronounce this name. It is... we'll just call him Bod. It is Bod. I give up. If someone wants to give me a pronunciation... Richie and Puck are here to inflate their egos. Alrighty. Spawning in the bottom right as the blue Protoss representing AlpX. It is TGosuB. Alright, gonna be some standard expansions out of both these players. And, yeah. Should be seeing a relatively normal game, at least in these first couple minutes. Reaper is getting the probe, I imagine. Yes, okay. Good probe scout does, well, it didn't actually see a whole lot, but it got up to see that there wasn't anything. Which, I mean, that in and of itself is something, right? You know that there's like no fast factory or... I guess delaying the Reaper a little bit is... it's alright. I mean, you're still losing the probe, but whatever. Stalker is out in time. Reaper is going to dodge, get all the way up into the main, juke and go back down. Very nice. Bot is going to preserve his Reaper's life. Robo is going to be coming down. I don't know if this is going to be for observers or if he wants to tech quickly for disruptors. If I were a soup, definitely can... I feel like he's the type of player that would go disruptors if he has the option to. Oh, this is not observing. Okay, 3 racks and a starport. We are going to get a tech lab on that factory, so tank production and cyclone production will be available to our Teal Terran. Stalkers are going to come up the ramp. There is no Stalkers are going to advance up the main ramp, and not quite going to get the delay on that starport. And gonna back off. There's nothing to actually push them away, but I guess the Reaper... okay, I suppose there was an F2 somewhere. There is an Immortal out, and Charge is being researched, so not going the Disruptor route, going to play the Robo TC style for now. And 3 gateways, those could be faster. Warp Tech was done a good 10 seconds ago, at least, and these gateways are only now going down. So they will be late to the party. If I were a soup, should probably take an expansion, given how late his gateways are. He's not going to find any purchase in the mid-game. He's gonna get the Robo Bay. So he does want Disruptors or Colossi at some point. Soon-ish. Still not getting an expansion, so just going to power up on the mid-game comp. And okay. I don't entirely know how the... there is a new-ish build that has a Robo first. And I don't know how that played out. I did not do the score. Where are my manners? We are at 2 apiece. Okay. We're gonna get a single tank push. There is a Widow Mine and a Raven as well, and a Medevac. So very technical composition. Charge is done, but there are only 3 Zealots here, or 4 Zealots here. I can't count. Tank will be sniped. Very nice pickoff. Gonna retreat back onto the high ground. And I think Bod has to retreat. He doesn't have a tank and he doesn't have a Raven. Both of them died. So, he's gonna try and snipe the 3rd, but that's not... okay, it is down actually. This is why the 3rd is easier to defend if you already have a pylon that is fast warping at this location. Oh boy. These Stim Marines are getting a lot done, and they will clear out most of the army and run away. Okay, Blink is on the way, and the 3rd is halfway complete for Bod. So I think this is a pretty good advantage for our Teal Terran. We have a combat shields being researched, and a fourth and fifth. No fifth racks. No fifth racks. Okay, no fifth racks. Alrighty. What the? Has this raven, did it just like run away from the fight? Or is this a second raven? I don't know. Oh. Oh, no. Yes, it is a second raven. Okay, third is here. It is, actually... Oh, well, he can defend that, I think. I think he has enough zealots if he pulls his main force. Soup! You need to defend! Soup! Where are you going? Soup! Your army needs to be at the third! Ow! Okay, so he was out of position. He has a Colossus. I mean, this tank could have been a problem. So, like, no, you don't need to defend now! Okay, he will get the tank though. So that is something. Interference Matrix goes down on the Stalker? I think he meant to hit the Colossus and missed. There might be too much bio here though. I don't think he can fight up this. This is not the fight he should take. Soup is now pinned between a rock and a hard place because he has to take a third, but he can't. He doesn't have the economy that he needs in order to take a third. The Terran has him pinned. He just waited too long. And he looked at the tank. That's a nice force field, a good pickup on the Raven. He's starting to work some magic. If there were a disruptor, I would believe a little bit more. Not that Colossus are bad, but it's easier to make miracles with disruptors than with Colossi. But it's a good unit. It's a good unit. I actually like Colossi more. It's just that when you're in a dire situation, connections feel better. And they scare your opponent more. Okay, we are now at 10 minutes, and he will finally be establishing his third. I don't believe this will be sniped again, but if it is, we are just dead. Soup is... like, he's taking his third as the Terran is taking their fourth. That is the state of this game. Like, the roles should be switched in this matchup. But that is not the case. And Vikings are now in play. So Soup needs disruptors. Not because disruptors deal with Vikings, but because Vikings do not deal with disruptors. You know, I sound a lot like the Buffalo right now, and I'm not of the opinion that disruptors are a good unit. It's just that it's not the AoE you want in this situation. I would be happy with Storm as well, but we have no Templar archives, so I'm not going to ask him to make High Templar and storm this army. I am, however, going to ask him to make disruptors. At least one. At least one to zone out the army and push them back. If you want to stay predominantly Colossi, I have no qualms with that. You need to use the units that you're comfortable with how to micro and control correctly. We're going to have these two armies passing like ships in the night. Terran is going to turn around. And good catch on a lot of this. Archon, unfortunately, is going to break some of these force fields. But this orbital will be lost. And the recall needs to happen now. Okay, those are actually decent force fields. I don't know about this. Okay, the recall does happen, but that is way too late, my friend. Terran is going to clean up most of that. Did you even save a Colossus? No, you did not. Okay. We have no AoE for the Protoss. We just have some charge lots. It's not even a lot of charge lots, it's just some charge lots. And while this would be a lot of charge lots in the early game, we are not in the early game. We are 12 minutes into this game. High Templar are being morphed. We don't have Storm, so they have to be beaten to our lots. Bot is gonna take game 5. Alrighty. Let me find our last player. Where is N2O? There is N2O. Yes, this is Xenocasting. N2O will be our last player of the night for AlphaX. Excellent question. What maps are left? We played Cyber. Oh, Cove and Port. Okay. I feel like Cove and Port being the last maps is somewhat common, and I don't know why. Okay. We're gonna go to King's Cove for game 6. Should be a TVT. Intuo might play something else, but I think he's gonna play Terran. Alrighty. Looks like players are ready yet. They will be underway. King's Cove it is. And yeah. So Intuo will need to win this game and the next game in order to bring home the trophy. Well, not trophy, but bring home the victory. The V, the win, the points ladder season thing. Yeah, okay. Spawning in the upper left as the green Terran representing AlphaX, it is N2O. And in the bottom right as the blue Terran representing TGosuB, it is Bod. Yes, there we go. Okay. We have 1 gas for each player. No. Oh. 1 proxy. And 1 normal. Second gas has not been taken yet for either player. I imagine N2O will want to take his second gas soon. This looks like it's going to be double proxy racks. Can I get a triple? Can I get a triple? Triple Reaper. Triple Reaper. King's Cove. Reaper's good map on King's Cove. Second gas being taken for our blue Terran. And could use a couple more workers. But actually this is This is a cheese. What am I talking about? I don't even know what the SCV's saturation is supposed to look like. Is it on 14 workers? Is that how many SCVs you need for this? Okay, anyway. Scout coming in, going to see a gas and nothing here. 2 gas, in fact. And I think Bod is going to have some idea of what might be coming, but he has no confirmation just yet. What was that click? I saw the click here, but I don't know who clicked there. Maybe it was this Reaper. Okay, Reaper is up in the main. It is going to get to work on the SCV building the bunker. That will not get up. And is gonna try and delay the factory. That is huge, actually. Reaper is out for the blue Terran. It's going to come around and engage so the factory can continue. Nice grenade, going to gain the edge on that first Reaper. It will fall. The SCVs are diving on that bunker and to make sure it does get up. One Reaper was almost surrounded, but it does get away with a nice grenade. And the SCVs just can't mine. It is now 4 Reapers to 1 Reaper and 1 Hellion. The Hellion is still alive. That needs to be picked off, and it will get picked off. And one Reaper has fallen into a... that will be game. Dun 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 dun. And 2-0 ties up the series. With the cheese. The cheddars. Cheese! Smile for the camera in 2-0. Yes, it is good for this map. Reapers are very good on King's Cove. I don't like Reapers here. But I don't play here often myself, actually. I had it vetoed for the first 100 games of the season, just because I wanted to focus on learning the other ones. And then as soon as I switched, opened up King's Cove, I was like, oh, okay, I see the problem here. Looks like Ariana Grande is gonna be the last player for their side. It's Port Alexander will be the final map. Three-minute win. I told you, Enduro never loses. That was some nice Reaper micro. He really killed what he needed to before anything ever got too scary. I think he only lost 1 Reaper in that entire game. So yeah, another TVT. It's gonna be on Port Alexander. Reapers are... Oh, maybe Ariana is not a Terran? Or is he a Terran? Or she? I don't know if I should be referring to this person in which gender. Should I go by the tag or should I go by the probability? Okay. Game is starting. Good morning, Nemesis. Alright, Port Alexander, not a Reaper map. Another TVT. And I mean, yeah, pretty much not a Reaper map. Spawning in the upper left as the green Terran, winning the last game with the Chetters. It is AlphaX and TGosuB. And to the bottom right as the purple Terran representing TGosuB, it is Ariana Grande. Alrighty. Barracks is gonna be sitting at home for both players, like good macro Terrans. Gonna play the normal game, as there is not really a place for the Reapers here. And we are at 3 apiece. This is a best of 7. This is the ace match of the VTL Week 6. Well, I don't know what happened there. I think I moved my mouse over and it hit the keyboard and clicked, and yeah, okay. Anyway, Factory is going down for Ariana Grande, and Factory is going down for TGosuB. Who says we need to put our buildings at home? And TGosuB is like, let's just play like Maru. That sounds good. That sounds good. Maru wins a lot of games. Maru proxies a lot of games. So let's proxy a lot of games. An armory. What do you do with an armory? Is this a Hellbat drop? Oh no, you just want upgrades for your Cyclones. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. Sorry, I don't play Terran, and I'm having to cast 2 TVTs. The Reaper gets away for Ariana Grande. And Hellion is out. 2 Reapers, okay. Slight tech edge to Ariana. And don't know about this. It's kind of dangerous. Yeah! Loses a Reaper. Good grenade. Gonna have to run away as there's only 1 Reaper, and SCVs are having to be pulled. The Reaper did die. This is not looking good. This is not going to kill into but yeah, it is going to get 2 SCVs. Other than that, this wasn't so bad actually. Well, the issue is I don't know how he stops the Hellions from burning this down, and once this falls, I don't know how TGosuB holds. I guess he can raise these depots, and that's something. Build another depot there. And TGosuB? And TGosuB is dropping cores. Okay. Okay, and TGosuB. Well, the Hellions are in, and they're going to do about as much damage as the Thor did. Thor got 20 kills. they might not get points. They might not. No, they probably will. Who am I kidding? All his mic. Oh! Ah! The trap! This. Why? No! Finish it! Thank you. Okay. So, N2 is actually fine. This is fine. He has another Thor drop. There's one tank, handful of Marines. Okay. Thor drop for the win. Gonna get a lot more SEVs with this second Thor. Taking some damage. Want to pick up. Oh, okay. 10 SCVs. He doesn't have the resources for... Okay, he's getting a missile turret. I don't know what that... I don't think that is necessary. He's gonna call down the mule to repair his Thor and kill this natural. Natural, dying, burning, dying. Yes. Okay. N2O takes the win with the Thor drop. Yes, there is a Thor in the main. There was a Thor in the main. Oh, okay. That is going to close out the series. And Chuo will bring it home for AlphaX. And yeah. Anything else to report? No, I don't think so. Ah, yes, announcements. Announcements. Sunday! There will be an ATL EU Pro at 1 p.m. Eastern, followed by an MVD Cup at 2 p.m. Eastern. And then Tuesday there is Bly versus Hearthstone on the Africa channel at 2 p.m. Eastern. Stay tuned for all AlphaX events, as there will be more here and on the other streams. Have a good night. Xeno out.